Your boy Dan, a Lakers fan, coming to you guys after another loss by the Lakers, um, which now brings us to 33 losses in the season. We lost to the Portland Trailblazers 105-98, but it wasn't all bad, guys. There were a lot of positives in this game. For one, Lou Williams had a great game, where he dropped 31 points off the bench efficiently. I think he was 10 for 18 or 10 for 19, I'm not sure. And Jordan Clarkson pitched in. He chipped in with 21 points. We competed and we battled throughout the night, which is encouraging, right? Now I'm gonna talk about the bad first. I'm gonna get the bad stuff out of the way. Um, the Lakers played no defense in the perimeter, and it was evident during the last couple of minutes where they were just letting Plumlee and all these guys come down the lane and just dunk on them. Um, the same thing continues to happen, and the only thing is that I'm now a little bit more happy now because I've come to the gripping facts that this is Jim and Mitch's actual final year. I've been reading around the web that Jeanie Buss already doing her due diligence to find a replacement for her brother. That's why she's been talking to guys like Magic Johnson, and she's been inquiring about the actual moves. Believe it or not, she's barely getting up to speed on the bad signings that were Timothy Mozgov and Luol Deng. So the good news is that she's actually now trying to get involved with personnel, which means that the boot is coming soon for Mr. Jeanie Buss, and he might take his friend Mitch with him. Although Mitch has done good service throughout the years, I'm kind of torn on if we should keep him or not. But I believe if one goes, the other one will come as well. Now I'm curious to who Jeanie is going to put in the front office. I mean, she was talking to Magic Johnson. Maybe she feels comfortable enough to give him a general manager role and let him run things. I mean, Magic's a great guy, and I believe he'd be a great recruiter for free agents, but I don't know if he's going to do knee-jerk reactions and trade away all the young players to try to get that star. I wouldn't like that. I still want us to keep most of our youth intact and trade away some of the vets like Lou Williams while their trade value is at all-time high. He played great tonight, guys. I got to give him props. He's been playing great all year. I have nothing personal against Lou Williams. He's actually one of my favorite players. I just feel like for the current spot where we are in the West, last place in the West currently, and we have the second worst record in the NBA. Shout out to tankathon.com. Check that website out, guys, if you guys want to see where we are at in the rankings. And it even tells you our next 5 games coming up and our odds. We'll keep the pick. You can even simulate the lottery on that website. It's called tankathon.com. That's a great website, guys. It's been keeping me up to date, and I see that we have a high chance of keeping our pick this year. By the way, guys, drop a comment down below and tell us who you guys would like for us to draft if we do get lucky enough to keep our top 3 pick protected. Because if it falls out of the top 3, as you guys all know, it goes to Philadelphia. That's part of the Steve Nash crappy trade we did back in 2012, I believe. But definitely let me know who you guys think would be great for the team. I mean, we have what's his name, Markelle Fultz is projected to go number 1 overall. Lonzo Ball from UCLA is projected to go number 2. These are all guards. We already have a lot of guards, but I mean, we can always add one and trade one, right? We also have Josh Jackson, who's a small forward out of Kansas. He's looking pretty good for defensive purposes. We want to bolster up our defense. I mean, that would be crazy because if we draft somebody like Josh Jackson, we can move him to small forward and play Brandon Ingram at the 2 and D'Angelo at the 1. We'd have one of the biggest lineups up in around the perimeter, one of the lengthiest athletic lineups. That's an option, but that might hurt our shooting since Ingram's not shooting that well, and I don't know. And Josh Jackson's jump shot is a little questionable. My personal favorite, guys, is Malik Monk out of Kentucky. That kid is a beast. He shoots lights out. He's super athletic. And I think he would be the perfect 2 guard to go along D'Angelo. But he's a little undersized. There's only disadvantage with him. There's plenty of great guards out there, guys. I know you guys like Fox out of Kentucky as well. He's pretty good. What am I missing? Dennis Johnson Jr. He looks promising. He's a 6'2" point guard. Pretty speedy, athletic. He gets in the lane. He has a pretty decent jump shot. He can create off the dribble. So he looks good. My personal favorite, like I said, is Malik Monk. If I have a number 2, if we end up keeping the first overall pick, I'm pretty sure the Lakers won't pick Malik Monk since there's Markelle Fultz and Lonzo Ball. Between the 2, I'm not completely sold on Fultz yet because he plays in a weaker for a weaker school, and he hasn't faced main competition yet. In that case, I'd rather pick Lonzo Ball because he's 6'6" by the way. He could play the off guard or point guard. He has great court vision and he's super athletic. But that's just my opinion, guys. You guys tell me in the comments below who you guys think the Lakers should take if we do end up keeping this pick. Lastly, I'd like to say that I'm very, very pleased. I'm displeased with the way Brandon Ingram has been playing lately after coming out in the New Year's and starting dominating, becoming aggressive and attacking the rim. All of a sudden, he's regressed and he's become more complacent and he's not attacking as much. He's been getting the ball blocked a lot for some reason. I don't know if some of these might be fouls, but he's not getting the calls because he's not a star yet. Or if he's just too weak where he can't hold on to the ball. I'm not sure, guys. He's getting ripped and blocked a lot. That's becoming worrisome for me. I hope that doesn't become habit for him because this wasn't a problem for him in college. As far as that's the bad, he has regressed a bit. I still expect a lot of things from Brandon Ingram in the future. The good, Ivica Zubac. This kid, he might be our future starting center. Maybe in the near future. I mean, I already like him a lot more than Timothy Mozgov, who really doesn't do much for us. He stands around and sometimes he's complacent on defense. At least Ivica Zubac, the tank as I call him, that's my new nickname for him. At least he clogs up the lane and he makes it harder for those guards to go in there and get easy layups. When he was in there, he even got some block shots tonight. Shout out to Zubac. He's looking really promising for what we get him at the 32 pick. He's looking really good, guys. Tell me what you guys think about him. My ceiling for him, I see him becoming maybe as good as Marc Gasol. That's a stretch, of course, right now because he's still very raw. Marc Gasol's a super beast. He dropped, I think, 42 or 48 points tonight. I'm not sure. But this kid definitely has some potential. He has soft touch around the rim. One thing I would advise the Lakers to do is to work with him more down low in the post and post him up. I want them to give him the ball on an ISO and a block and watch him go to work because I've seen some hook shots in practice and in the D League that I hope that he gets to display during the course of a game. But for now, he looks really promising, guys. He's a big tank in the middle on pick and rolls. He set some ginormous screens. He freed up Lou Williams so many times tonight and Clarkson. Just Clarkson didn't hit it down the stretch, but he sets massive screens and he rolls off of those screens pretty well. So he'll have a lot of opportunities. I feel like he could just pump fake maybe sometimes when he gets to the rim because the defense is starting to block his shot. They're starting to predict where he's going to be on the play. But that's the NBA. They scout players, and once they see you start going to one move too much, they try to take it away. So he's going to have to work on some counters, maybe some little jump hooks or something that's unblockable for him once he gets down low. But other than that, guys, I think the kid has a lot of potential to be special for us. I saw him play in the summer league, and he showed a lot of the same promise. So they should definitely give him more playing time and eventually start him by the end of the season, I hope. But that might depend on if they trade Mozgov. But yeah, guys, it's officially tank season in my opinion. Tell me what you guys think. Drop a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.